What's up, Data Fam? It's DataLyfe, DataLyfe coming back to you with another video. And today, I wanted to talk to you about how you can get into data science with no technical background. I actually have a background in math that is very different than having a technical background. So I will be showing you the ropes on how you can do this for yourself. So there's a lot of good things coming to you in this video. If you find something useful, please like and subscribe. But forget about this intro. Let's just get right into it. I'm gonna give you a quick 4-step plan that is gonna give you everything you need to know about getting into data science with no technical background. So the first thing you need to do is to study by taking an online course or online boot camps. This is gonna be the main way you start learning the data science field. You're gonna really need to know the field because when you're being interviewed, they're gonna quiz you a lot. It's gonna be a very technical interview. So these are the best ways to learn the field. Now, I'm not gonna get super in depth about online courses or online boot camps or the difference and everything. Just know you need to start doing them. I'll actually get way more in depth in other videos. But the first course you should take should be something that teaches you about SQL. This is the language of databases. This is very fundamental for anybody who works with data, not just data scientists. And then the second course you should take should have something to do with Python for machine learning or Python for data scientists. That way, you also learn Python and you will learn data science or machine learning with it. Now, the reason I'm starting to look at boot camps is because this is a giant online system that has pretty much everything you would need to know for data science, from SQL, data science, machine learning, even R, data visualization, everything related to data science. They will take a lot longer than an online course because they're made up of several online courses, but there's a lot of very good boot camps out there right now. But if you don't want to take a whole boot camp, you could just enroll in a boot camp, just take the online courses you're interested in, or you could just pick and choose the online courses that you want to take that are relevant to the field. And there are many good sites that have courses like this, and there are many good courses there. I recommend using Coursera, Udemy, Udacity, DataCamp, or EDX, or LinkedIn Learning. There's just so many of them. The market is actually oversaturated with online learning courses, and the majority of them are actually good. The average course is pretty good. Now, the second step for you is going to be building an online portfolio. And this actually can be done while you're doing your online courses. My recommendation is to complete a few online courses and then start building the portfolio as soon as possible. Even in some online courses, there will be projects that you're doing in them that can be added to the portfolio. But what the portfolio is pretty much just a place online, most people use GitHub, where you can store a bunch of data science projects that you've done so that other people can see them. And other people, of course, is employers. Since you don't have any relevant job experience for data scientists, this is the only way to show that you can do the job. This is the only way to show that you have data science skills. And to find projects that you can do, again, you can use ones in your online courses, or you can go on Kaggle.com, look through a few notebooks, look through some data sets, and get ideas on what projects you can do there. My first project was very simple. It was simply comparing statistics between LeBron, Kobe, and Michael Jordan. It didn't even contain machine learning. Yours probably should, but mine didn't even contain machine learning, and it was still good enough to get me my first entry-level job. And a lot of people try to skip this step, but it's really the most important. Yes, it'll take a lot of work to do projects, but doing a project is the best way to learn data science because data science is very hands-on. You're going to need to do these skills to actually be programming and doing these projects to learn the field. And number two, the employer can directly see your work and you can prove to them that you can do the job. So do not skip this step. It really will separate you from the crowd. Companies love when you have a portfolio because it just shows you're willing to go the extra mile. And the third step I have for you is what I did too. Another thing that a lot of people don't do is apply for entry-level data analytics jobs first. Now, I know you want that data science job, so go ahead and apply to them, of course, but also apply to data analyst positions. That is the secret. That is actually the best way to get into data science. That is what I did. I worked as a data analyst first. After doing my first portfolio, they were able to hire me. And from there, I was able to get hands-on experience with SQL, R, Tableau, and Python that ultimately led to me getting my next job, which was a full-fledged data science job. And when you're applying for data analyst jobs, they're going to be hitting you back way quicker. They're going to be way more interested in data science positions because you're way more qualified to be a data analyst. It's a job that's a bit easier to get. They still pay very well. And while you're working as a data analyst, you'll be getting that experience to become a full-fledged data scientist. And you can even work. And while you're getting that experience as a data analyst from job that are going to translate to data science, you can also work on the side and start studying things like machine learning, model building, that'll really give you that data science background. And I really mean this. If you get a job as a data analyst, as a technical data analyst, you will be able to get a data science job right after that. I promise you that. As long as you're doing your due diligence and like learning the field, you will 100% be able to get a data science job right after that. I worked on my data analyst job for about 1.5 years, and then after that, I've been a full-fledged data scientist ever since. And number 4, the 4th step, a little bonus too, is ace the interview. Now, I'm not just saying that you gotta go do well in the interview, but the way to ace the interview is by doing research on the interview specifically. Nowadays, we have Glassdoor and LeetCode and a lot of places where people write reviews on the interview. So you can actually look up the questions they're going to ask you in the interview and tailor your learning to that. If there's a company that you want to work for, like IBM or something, go on Glassdoor, look at IBM interview reviews, and look at the questions they ask, and tailor your learning towards that. Sometimes you'll even see specific questions. Oh, they asked me what p-value means. They asked me to explain gradient descent. Tailor your learning towards that and make sure you have that covered, because the interview will be very technical, and a lot of times if you can't get the technical questions correct, unfortunately they're not even going to hear your story. They're not going to care about anything else. So make sure you have that technical background covered. If you're a good communicator, you already have a leg up on the competition. You know, there's a lot of people out there that think their resume is just going to do the talking for them. You really got to go into that interview, be confident, have the knowledge with you too, but if you can present yourself, answer the questions well, you know, you're going to have a leg up on somebody who's just super technical but doesn't answer questions well, maybe a little timid, maybe is somebody who comes across as somebody you don't really want to work with. So ace that interview, study for that interview, prepare, and you'll be well on your way to getting into data science, even though you don't have a technical background. Above all else, be disciplined, study, study, study. You're gonna have to work and learn data science skills on your own time, but trust me, there is a path to get there. I've done it myself. Just be diligent, be strong, keep going, and you'll get there. And if you learned something good from today's video, please like this, support your boy, comment your experience, and please just help me out, support me. And I will be coming with a lot more useful information, but for now, that's it. So peace, deuces, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.